Hi there, I'm Carl Brooks, and today we're going to be addressing the question of, what's the secret question to your success? What do you really need to be asking yourself? Well, here's the thing. What I've also found recently is that I get a lot of people on the phone who say, you know what, Carl, I'm very interested in what you do, and perhaps I want to buy one of your programs, but you know what, I'm just going to wait until, and they just fill in the blank. And I always remember my first client quite vividly, who also seemed interested in coming to one of our retreats that we were doing at the time in Tuscany, one of our world-class coaching business training. And at the end of the course, she said, well, I'm kind of interested, but just send me more details. I'm like, yeah, right. So she'd just done her 2-year accreditation. She'd just moved house. She'd recently gotten divorced. The kids were graduated, so they were already out of the house. She had transitioned from her corporate job into coaching, was kind of getting started with it, but not really earning the revenues that she wanted. She downloaded dozens of ebooks and watched hundreds of webinars and YouTube videos. And she was giving up after a couple of modules or a couple of webinars. She wasn't really following through, and the ebooks had gotten lost somewhere in a file at the back of her computer. And what she really just wanted to do was to create and to market and monetize her skills, her expertise to help her clients. That's what she was looking for. And she realized that she had to invest in someone and to really find out how to do that and do it quickly, but she just wasn't quite inclined yet to do it. And I think she was a little bit scared of investing in herself, and that's not quite common, right? Because when we invest in ourselves, it can be quite daunting for many people, particularly if you don't really trust the person or you don't even trust yourself to do the work. But in essence, she was really ready for it, but there was obviously some concern that we needed to address. And even though she wanted my expert guidance and she loved the accountability that I could offer her, there was something really holding her back. And I sent her the details because she was one of my first clients, and she said she was going to call me back on the Friday. But of course, the Friday afternoon came. I remember I was checking my telephone all afternoon, and I had some other clients who kept on coming back, but still no word from her. And then, of course, at 7:30 at night, I thought, well, she's hardly going to call me or let me know at 7:30 at night whether she wants my coaching package. But mostly people don't call at night. But it wasn't over then, because even the next day came, and I still haven't heard from her. And then, of course, I was spinning the wheels in my head, like, oh, should I send her an email? Should I send her a WhatsApp? Should I just play passive? Or should I be more proactive and actually reach out to her? So there was lots going on. And then finally, on the third day, she got back to me with 8 reasons why she would be unable to invest in herself. And what I could see was really going on, because it always goes on. I've been doing this for many years, and I tap into my clients' brains, is that fear had kind of rushed in. Now, that fear and doubt, and was really holding her back. And there was a disconnection from her intuition, a disconnection from her faith and her trust in herself and in me. And, it's very easy then to lean back and say, well, no, she's out of the picture now. But as a coach, I knew that I had to get in there and to contact her and get her back on the phone to really walk her through it. Because we invest in houses and in rent and in mortgage. We invest in cars. We invest in a personal trainer for our health. But when it comes to our business and our own development, sometimes we just hold back. And I can think of 1,000 reasons why that might be. Maybe a lack of self-worth, or maybe it's a lack of self-belief in herself. But the bottom line is, it's my job to coach her through that. And, that's really what I do. And I suggest to you as well that you get in there, you set up shop down there and move her away from pressing that, oh, let's wait button, and actually walk her through the fears. What is she thinking? What's going on in her mind? And that way you're going to be able to coach her through it and get a better result for her, at least help her make a more informed decision from love and from excitement, rather than just from fear and doubt, which is really holding her back. So it's important to coach her through to answer the call to courage that is clearly pulling her forward, so that she can answer that with some trust and some faith in herself and her abilities to be able to get results with your expert guidance as well. So the question, of course, is that you also want to ask her, or get her to ask, is, when her future self looks back on this moment, Is it going to, and asks this question of what if I had shown up? What if I had actually done it? What if I had actually taken that step? Because if she doesn't take that step, this is the question that her future self is certainly going to be asking herself, and you can help her by asking that question to her and getting her to answer it. So her future self needs to ask, what if I had shown up? What if I had gone all in and taken action on this? And that is going to be the secret to her taking action and moving her a lot forward, moving forward quickly to achieving the results that she wants, hopefully with your expert guidance as well. I hope that you liked today's video. If so, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, or also hit the subscribe button, or come over to carlbrooks.com where a lot of the action takes place as well. See you in the next video. Bye.